Yes, it's time for another weekly analysis where we go through some what the market has done, what we can anticipate for the upcoming week. As usual, it's what I'm trying to do every Saturday to try to release a week analysis for the upcoming week. And yeah, this week we did have some good movement. We did have some anticipation and some movement on what could have happened, and we'll get straight into that. So let's get straight into it. So we do have the DXY here, and as you can see here to the right, it's a green ribbon. So what I did was I was anticipating a bullish week, and why I did that was solely because I will show you guys. I will release. So this was the previous candle. So when I did the weekly analysis last Saturday, and this huge bearish candle wasn't printed, I did say on my analysis that I anticipate two things, and and the thing is, both of them was incorrect. So before this push up on the DXY, before this huge push up, I was bearish, and I said as long as we are respecting this blue area, we could anticipate bearishness. But why? Because we did have sell side liquidity, right? So I said that if we're respecting this bearish, this CB, I think it's a daily CB, right? Yes, this daily CB, as long as we're respecting that, we can anticipate more bearish moves. And what I did say is that we could end up taking out this high too, but I'm anticipating a then wick and then we attacks on sell side. But what I did also say is that if price is pushing up with a huge volume, with a huge bullish candle, I will change my bias, right? Because that means that, okay, we can see where the order flow is now, we can see where the market makers are entering, and that is why I changed my bias to bullish when we saw this huge candle. And on top of that, we just pushed up. We took out this high, right? So I was like, okay, this now should act as a shift in market structure, market sentiment, and we should then use this down candle as our bullish order block, right? And that's why I had a bullish bias. So I was like, okay, now price could come back down. It will come back down, and from this area, from this bullish order block, I will anticipate that price is going to push up. And as we can see, entering the week, we just disrespected this bearish, this bullish order block, and from there we just melted, as you can see. So now what's happening is that we have on the monthly, there's a high chance that price could just go all the way down here to this trend line. We do have this swing low taken out. Right, so this is a monthly swing low. On the weekly, it looks like this. On the weekly, it looks like this. We should be able to And then when price also now broke this swing low, we should continue this downtrend to take out this trendline liquidity, right? So this relative equal lows, trendline liquidity, I don't know why it's so far out. Yeah, trendline liquidity here. Yeah, as I said, we should just keep going and taking out this low. I can see when we do have this huge bearish candle, and we also have a relative equal lows, that there's no reason why we shouldn't attack them. And what price does after taking out these lows, that's another story. But now I have shifted my bias once again. Higher time frame, monthly, bearish. We do have bearish QM. We just entered. Yeah, we just entered higher premium levels, because when price is failing to take out these lows, then we know that these highs acts as a drawn liquidity. Bearish, it's a weak sign, and that's why price took out those highs. Now, on the monthly, we do have some bullish imbalances where price could reprice. So we have to see and wait what it wants to do. But I'm very much bearish on the DXY. So both of my predictions here in this price action was totally wrong. We attacked this buy side liquidity. We disrespected this area, and then we disrespected this bullish order block where we just pushed below, retraced back to this bearish order block with this candle, and then we just kept going down quite aggressively, right? And that leads us to the next pair, our favorite pair to trade, Euro USD, which is also why it's red, because it's opposite to DXY. I thought that we were going to push down. Right? So this is the wrong. This is the cha. And multiple. Yes, this is the weekly analysis. So this is the DXY, and this was the correct. Let's take our Euro USD here. Yeah, so as you can see, just a quick. This was my anticipation for the last week's bearish candle. Sorry, for the last week's price action. That price would respect this daily bullish order block, but instead we just exploded right below. So what I'm anticipating now is that I'm changing my bias to bearish on the DXY, and this should now maybe act as we may see this kind of price action if that's what's being presented. Okay, so this is Euro USD. And the thing is, we have to understand we have to understand this simple market overview, market conditions, and market structure. All of this, all of them have a story, right? So, and when you have a story, you need certain confidences in order for them to align, so you can take a trade. So, because I was bearish on the euro, but I did have these equal highs as my drawn liquidity. This was when Friday was here. My drawn liquidity was these equal highs. Now the question was only how are we supposed to attack them, right? So I had a bearish sentiment solely because we have been trading lower, right? And we are also pushing up to we are now also pushing up to a premium, but we do have this monthly. For me, it hasn't been clear what price wants to do, but if we follow the higher time frame, we can see that we are in a downtrend, right? Downtrend. We did have this range, like which lasted from the January of 23rd to we came out from this range like with this candle. So it's almost December of 24, right? So we came out from this range like almost two years later. So, and now what we do get is when we have attacked all of this sell side, we do have buy side here. So it's what people would say is that okay, but now we have made a lower low, we have a low, we have a high. Now price should keep going down, right? But from my experience, that's not going to happen. From my experience, when we have this should be 27, yeah, 27 fib. So this was the play, right? So price made that record structure. it made this H4 play where we made this shift in H4 in higher time frame, and and then price just plummeted until the fib of 27. A good play, and now the play is to take out. I think that the play now is to take out all of these highs. So what I would look at is for price to take out all of this buy side liquidity, and maybe pushing up even higher. Let's see if there is some monthly play we can play at. I do see this. This is a good play where like a good support or resistance if you're trading that, right? But that's much further down the line. But now I am when we have buy side liquidity resting above, there is no reason why price should not take them out. This has made its play. It came down all the way to 27 fib, so it should now just keep going, take out these highs. And when we do see this high volume bullish weekly candle, then we know that the price is ready to get back here. So this is the area where if price were to come back to, we could eventually look for some longs from it. And this is a classic obvious bearish order block where people who trade ICT and stuff like this, they will think that okay, this will hold, but 9 of 10 times it doesn't. It will just act as a liquidity display. We will see a reaction like this, and we'll think okay, now is the time where we could we could look for sells. If I were to look for sells from here, it will be if we were to break below this H4 swing low, and I see that price has a hard time pushing above or making higher highs on lower time frame, and we keep making lower lows, then we know that okay, price is ready to go down. But this is our strong low, and it's also H4 swing low, so we could anticipate price to just respect it. We also have this busy along with this bullish order block, so price should respect this level. Euro has been very strong these days, very strong. We do also have H1 imbalances, also have this bullish, have this bearish down candle. So if we were to go down to the M15 and make it even more narrow, but I don't want to miss out on anything, so a good setup would be at this level. 30 pip for a stop loss is quite huge, but we are also below the equilibrium, so yeah. So this is definitely a good play. Another play would be this 79 fib. So this is two good areas to look for longs from, and as long as this low is being respected, we could even take it out, but just wick below it. I want to see a close on at least the H4 or H1. If I see a close on the H4, then I would be more we be more safe with taking longs. But as long as if you're closing below an M30 with in a H4 swing low, it doesn't count that much for me, for what I have seen. Right. So Euro is bullish, so let's change that to a green. GU has not been as bullish, which is not something that happens quite often. Euro GBP, we'll look at that into also. So if we go from the weekly, we could see that prior to this huge candle, did we see anything that I thought that it would? Okay. Yeah, so this is also something that we want to address, right? So we see a closure on the daily. I saw this, right? This is a closure on a swing low on the daily. And then price didn't even, we took out then this low too. And from here we respected this bullish order block, right? And so when we see this breakout structure on the daily, what many people who trade market structure and who trades like, how do you say, who trade market structure, they will mostly blindly just be looking for sells from here. Okay, now we did trade a lower low. We broke this low, so now price should just keep plummeting down. And you can do your own. Put some time. You could analysis, do some trade on your own, look for your own, do your own, write down all of your trades, and you will see the same pattern when it comes to losses. That it's not about just taking out. It's not about just market structure. Market structure is key, definitely. But you need to understand the higher time frame emphasis, the higher time frame picture. Like, where are we in price? Where are we in higher time frame? What has price done at specific levels? How are we attacking some specific levels? Are we just printing them and looking to take out with a wick, or how are we closing below? And so based on this, and you can just do your own research, okay? Trade, journal, and you will see a pattern. If you don't believe me, this is a good example of what I'm trying to say, is that it's not just about market structure. Because if it was market structure, then price should have respected this high. We did have a swing low taken out, right? And price should go down from there, right? If it was just about market structure. But what price did is it just pushed up. It just pushed up, took out this low, took out this high, and never looked back, really. We did have some. We tried to push down. We failed with 4 huge wicks on H4. and then we just keep pushing up. Tapped into this H4 bullish order block, like, and just kept pushing. So what I'm anticipating is for price to maybe come back, breathe a little bit, and just keep going up, honestly. And we do have sell side liquidity here. So what is the play? The play could be that we'll just take out this high, maybe tap into this monthly level, and then we could see a huge sell-off. Because this, for me, when we have relative equal lows, we also have relative equal highs up here. It's not the most obvious, so it's like it's getting ready to just wick up and down. So we'll have to see how it behaves. Okay. But for me, the coming week, I am leaning more bullish than bearish. But I would like to see price breathe a little bit, right? Maybe come back to this level, and then we can look for some continuation to the upside. So this was my play. I was bearish. I was wrong. And yeah. AUD, I will not go into it. I will look at Euro GBP. So on the daily, we can see multiple rejections on the daily wicks. And this could mean that we are starting to find like exhaustion, like price is not ready to go up. So instead we could see maybe price, as long as if we are closing below this level, we could see that Euro GBP could be dropping back to this area, right? Even this, I see this H4 order block. But if price were to break below this low, it's not break structure, it's currently strong low. So Euro GBP, currently we are bullish, but let's see how it behaves. On the daily, we can see multiple weak rejections on the daily, right? And yeah, we do have a daily CB here. So let me just... So it could be a last push up to take out this previous weekly high. And then honestly, we could see a huge sell-off also. But that's nothing that we can anticipate. We need confirmations. Okay. So yeah, that's nothing too crazy. Let's see how price behaves here. Yeah, so Euro, GBP, let's see how it behaves. And then last but not least, we'll take gold. Pam pam pam. So gold, we are currently in this range from this low to this high. And basically what you can see is that we have taken out sell side, and we're currently, I'm leaning more bullish. We just took out this high also. And we took out this swing low. And now we want to see a shift on the M15. So at this moment, I'm changing my mind. As long as we are below this level, we should look for sells. But if we are pushing above this area, then we should look for continuation. Okay? that's basically it. If we let's make this orange. So we have either display, or we do just have display. What I mean is push up. Now we got all this outside. Okay, good. So this is the weekly analysis for, I think it's week 11. Let's go.